What the fuck?
Welcome to Taste Like Tea, a podcast in which I talk about myself. My name is Theo. Don't call me Ted. Today is a day that exists, as do I. I arguably exist more than the day does. You know, when you really want to think about it. Because, the day is fleeting, but I persist. Also, time doesn't actually exist, so that's the other thing about that, too. Hello. I'm still sitting in a loud part of town, naturally. I keep trying to stop picking my face, but as I was just doing my intro, I just popped a pimple, which is my own fault because I keep picking my fucking face. That shit stresses me out because, I'm pretty sure it started around when I quit nicotine, picking my face, but also, no, I shouldn't say it started. It started happening again once I started quitting nicotine. And, I did it in high school. I didn't have facial hair in, not high school, middle school. I didn't have facial hair exactly, so I picked my eyebrows and I twirled my hair. The hair twirling I stopped because it was giving me migraines and I think it made my hair look really ugly. The eyebrow thing I kind of just stopped. I don't really know what helped me do that, but now I have facial hair that comes back on a regular basis. And I can't help but fucking mess with it. I don't think it's entirely a hand fidget thing. I think it has something to do with an oral fixation. Because like I said, it really came back with a vengeance once I quit nicotine. I can't really think of anything else that could have done it. Because clearly I spent 7-8 years vaping and a year or two with nicotine. It's not like I spent my entire life needing something to inhale, but I think maybe I always needed a fidget. And I had my spinner or whatever, which is cool. It works for the most part. I mean, clearly it doesn't because I'm still doing the thing. But it helps with my stress, which I guess is cool. I suppose I need to identify something that can not just target my stress, but maybe just occupy. I'm pretty sure it's my mouth that needs occupation. Eating and chewing gum is not healthy for me because, one, I'll go through too much gum and I'll just ruin my teeth more. And eating in general, I have high blood pressure and stuff. So, I have to realistically be conscious of what the fuck I'm eating. This is a movie podcast, kind of. Well, it's a podcast about me. If you came here for movies, we'll get there eventually, just like I always do. But I don't know. I don't really know what to do with any of this, because I won't even notice that I pick hair out of my face. I won't even notice. I'll just randomly be like, why am I, I'll just randomly have a hair in my mouth. Because what I do is I'll pick it and then I'll I don't eat it anymore. I'll be honest, I did eat it at some point in my past, and it gave me a scratchy throat, and I realized that I should stop eating hair. And then I learned that Bezoars from Harry Potter is a real thing, and it's caused by a mass that builds up around a clump of hair that was ingested. So the idea scares me now to ingest hair, but I still will just randomly be just sitting in silence doing something, working or staring at something, and I'll realize that I'm fumbling a fucking hair around in my mouth, and it's frustrating because I don't know when it happens or how how it happened, where it came from, because like there's about 3 or 4 spots I can pick from, and I can usually identify where it came from depending on the texture of the hair. Really weird specific information that no one has any right of knowing. I should not know the different texture qualities and like split. I don't know. I shouldn't know that stuff, but I do. It's a problem, and I need to stop it. I have not necessarily a deadline, but probably a preferred time to shoot for stopping it. I've gotten better, but it's still not gone. And here I am, talking into my phone after just eating chicken fingers and pizza-flavored Pringles. Because that's the life I'm living. Anythingbutted@gmail.com if you want to reach out. You can comment on my weird addiction to hair. Googling addicted to eating hair comes up with like a word, like some sort of psychological diagnosis. But I don't really know what to do with that other than like scroll through the subreddit and see that people are mostly picking hair out of their scalp, which I am lucky enough to not have to be doing. I'd much rather pick out shut the fuck up. You're getting paid to drive. Just fucking sit at the light. You're the inconvenience anyway. Anythingbutted@gmail.com. You can tell me about things and stuff, or you can ask me about things and stuff, and I will respond, I guess. I like the idea of reading things out on the podcast, but also I'm not convinced that that's a safe thing to do. I spent a few years streaming on Twitch, so I know the things people can say when given open reign to be like to have words announced on the stream. So, you could do that or whatever. I don't even know what I was talking about, but you can do it. But I'm going to be talking about some films today. I'm going to be doing what I watched. I didn't have any meaningful double features last week. In fact, it was I already looked at the stats. It is my lowest logged week this year so far. And it kind of matches up. I'm pretty sure if I looked at my 2025, around this time is when I started slowing down, but there was a couple weeks where I was just like, I wasn't like feeling just watching a bunch of movies. I think I read books and stuff. This week though is me playing video games. I've been playing Forza and just kind of addicted to that. Alright, so looking at 2025, June 16th through the 22nd. Jesus Christ, no. Fuck off. July 28th through August 3rd. And October 13th through 19th are my lowest logged weeks of 2025. Bottoming it out at 8 films in a week, so I still maintain the 1 per week plus no, not the 10 the week after. I want to know what the 8 are the week before. Damn it. Useless information. Doesn't matter to you, doesn't matter to me. I'm going to be talking about 4 films today, up to 4 films today. If I can figure out how to do that without wasting too much time talking about nothing. So yeah, I guess I'll just start it off. Like I said, like I keep trying to say in every episode, I am a person who exists. I have opinions and thoughts and a perspective on things that only I do. Unique or not in the way I say it, my individuality is all I have, and that's what this podcast is a podcast about my individuality, told through things I like and dislike, choices I've made to watch things, choices I've made to not watch things. I talked about my films I fear list, so it's actually gotten bigger since I last made. I've checked a couple things off the list, but I added something back. So, we're kind of going backwards there. But that's the whole point of that film, is to show things that I am uncomfortable watching, and the fact that I don't rip through it is a good example of me not wanting to do that. Films. I watched not that many films this week. I watched 2, 4, 6, 8, 11. I watched 11 films this week. One of them was a short, and 2 of them were overly long, so it kind of evens out. So I guess we'll kick off like I said. I mean, not like I said this episode, but I go in chronological order of. I'm picking and choosing 4 films from the 10 I watched last week, or 11 or whatever, and they're not going to be like back to back in order, but they're going to be from earliest date to latest date. Not that matters. You can just go to my Letterboxd and look at my library or diary. You can come look at the diary and, figure it out for yourself. But I started off the week with Hung Jury from 1994, a film that is directed by Gary Whitson. And, if any of those words stick out to you, then that's cool. But generally speaking, I'm pretty sure this film is borderline unknown. On Letterboxd, 300 people have logged it, 100 people have reviewed it. And granted, a Saturn's Core Blu-ray exists. Like, there's a physical copy of it. That's how I watched it. But I also don't think I've ever heard of anybody buying Saturn's Core stuff except for me and the person I saw review it. Not the person who inspired me to buy it. I bought it of my own, free will because Tina Kraus, which we'll get to. But whatever I'm talking about, that thing. It's been a weird day. I questioned if I even wanted to do this today. I kind of wanted to do some writing, but when it came down to the moment of like what to decide to do, I guess I just landed on doing this. I guess I like the idea of getting it out of the way, in a sense, just so that I can focus on most of my week outside of these episodes that I'm talking about for words or whatever. Yeah, I'm really out of it. I took a nap in the middle of the day yesterday, and it fucked up my sleep schedule for today, and I can't even tell you how many hours of sleep I got because I have no clue. It wasn't many though. So I watched Hung Jury. It is a Wave Productions film. I use the word film very loosely because generally they're shot on videos, and I don't think those could technically be called films. But Hung Jury is, what is Wave Productions, I guess? Wave Productions is not something I'm very educated on, and I'm not going to go too deep on it, but it is a New Jersey-based production company, that, I don't know if they still do it this way, but for a while they offered, I don't know what the series was called exactly, but the documentary is called Mail Order Murder, and it's literally just like, this company, Wave Productions, will allow you to write a film that they will make. It's kind of weird to... No way. Fuck off, dude. The landscaping company is here now. Fuck off. Dude, they really need to mow the lawn once a week. Are you fucking serious? Like, why do you have to fucking do that, dude? No one even uses this yard except for me. And I don't even want to ever step in it ever again because of the goddamn ticks. Fuck. I don't even think I want to do this anymore. It's just noise. It's all it is. All my fucking life is noise. It's so great. I don't know. So, hung jury. I'll try my best. Maybe I can... Because I know it doesn't come through horribly on the audio, but I also just hate the idea of it, and it distracts me because of my ADHD and all these fucking noises. Sorry. Not necessary. I would sit here and wait for the silence, but it's not going to come for like an hour. And I don't have an hour to kill. Me killing an hour is me sitting here talking. So, you know, that's cool. It's disappointing. Whatever. Alright, this is a lost episode. If you heard this, I am posting it just out of spite because I want to publicly, I would love to announce the company name that this is, and, you know, out people for being horrible or whatever. Not that they're being horrible, they're just doing their job, but I am not in the mood to be around people doing their job because I was just doing my job for the last fucking 8 hours. Anyway, not dealing with it. Sorry for wasting your time. You thought I was going to be getting a what I watched. Thought you were going to be getting a what I watched from me, and instead you got this, I don't even know what the hell this is. I was talking about picking my face, and I think that was kind of all that happened here, so that's cool. Whatever. I might post this just out of spite, just so you can see how fucking annoyed I am at all these noises. Because that's part of me, I guess. That's my tastes. My taste includes quiet areas. Spaces where my eardrums do not have to be attacked from every fucking direction with the most obnoxious, unnecessarily loud engines. There's no anyway. I'm still doing the sign off or whatever. I don't care. I'll just post this randomly. It doesn't matter. So you have been listening to Taste Like Tea, a podcast about me. He am I am me, and me is fucking annoying. Goodbye.